Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hippie Healing TV. Today's episode is all about binge eating. If you've ever suffered from binge eating, wondered why you do it, I'm going to give you a few reasons why and how to avoid binging on the bad stuff and why binging on the good stuff really is not a bad thing. So why do you have the urge to binge? Sometimes when you're binging, you want to stretch your stomach out to this crazy point where it hurts so bad. You eat this, you eat that, you eat the next thing, and you're just still not satisfied until your stomach kind of hurts. That hurting feeling is what you were going for, and that's why you were binging so much. But the reason that we have this biological internal urge to stretch our stomachs out to that point is so that we can eat enough fresh fruit. The food that we should be eating isn't as rich in calories as the food that we are eating. The standard American diet is so high in fat, and with fat, a small amount of fat will equal a huge amount of calories. The same amount of calories from fruit would be like this much volume. So just imagine eating something fried in fat, and you eat a little bit of it, and that's as many calories as you're used to eating. That's as many calories as you need, but the volume's only this much. Then you switch to eating fruit or raw produce, a huge salad, even some whole grains, a huge bowl of whole grains. You're not going to be able to eat enough, or it's going to take way more volume for you to be able to equal the amount of calories as you were eating with the fat. So that's part of the reason why your stomach wants to stretch out, is because you really do need to eat a large volume of the right kinds of foods to be able to get enough calories. And we've been conditioned over a long period of time that we should be eating less, but that's only because the food that we're eating is so high in fat. We shouldn't be eating less, we should be eating more. It's what our bodies crave. We need to run off of carbohydrates and get that glucose to our cells. It gives us the energy that we need to get through the day. When you have to process all of that fat, that high density calorie, low volume, fatty foods, it's going to take a lot of processes for your body to digest it, and that's going to make you tired. It's not going to be using those calories as energy, it's going to be taking energy to try to digest it. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be losing weight because it's using the calories or using energy to digest those calories. No, it's still, fat gets stored on your body very easily. Carbohydrates are the easiest digested. They're used as energy, they are burned up, and that's it. So that's why you want to binge a lot of times. That's why you want to stuff your stomach and get it to really stretch out really full, is because you're eating the wrong kinds of foods. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing to stretch your stomach out to that point. That's why you want to do it. Just be eating quality foods, low fat, plant-based, fresh, whole foods. Stick to that. Another reason that you might binge eat is because of calorie restriction. Maybe you've been on a diet for a long period of time, or maybe you were just really busy or stressed out and haven't been eating enough food over a long period of time, or even just a few days. You're gonna make up for it. Your body's gonna make up for it. Once you get around food and you get into a state of mind where you're ready to eat again, you're gonna just eat and binge out. A lot of times, because we've been calorie restricting and we are low on calories and we are not, as they say, carbed up, you're gonna get, your standards go way down when you're really hungry, and you'll binge on really bad foods. You'll eat almost anything when you're that hungry and you've been restricting your calories. So it's really important, if you've noticed maybe that you've restricted a few calories that you haven't eaten in a few days, carb up on some good stuff so that you don't binge on the bad stuff. Eat whole grains, low fat cooked foods, bunch of fruit, bunch of veggies, and you'll be binging on the good stuff, and you'll be able to balance out and get back on track. Another thing is just not calorie restricting at all. Make sure you eat enough food every single day. It's so important. If you go one day without eating enough, make sure you make up for it the next day. Eat enough food all the time. Your body needs the calories to run. It's not worth it trying to calorie restrict to lose weight or for any other reasons, because your body needs the energy to think straight, to have enough energy to function in its daily life. You need those calories. And if you're eating the right calories, you're still gonna lose weight. Or if you are skinny enough, you won't lose any more weight. Your body weight will stabilize. You'll be the person that you need to be, the body that you were meant to have. And then you should exercise also to get a little bit more muscle. But the fat, the extra fat, if you want to be lean and the way a human body is built, you need to be eating low fat, whole foods, plant-based. And you can go a little wiggle room on the whole foods because you can eat like pasta and white rice sometimes too, but obviously whole foods are definitely better. There's one more reason that you would binge eat. If you're eating a really highly processed foods diet, maybe not a lot of raw or fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet, or even sometimes because the soil is so bad these days that the fresh fruits and vegetables don't have enough vitamins and minerals in them for you. You can eat a whole bunch of like bags of chips, bags of food-like products, and have way more calories than your body actually needs, but you haven't taken in like any nutrients or any of the daily recommended amount of vitamins and minerals. So your body's still hungry, not calorically, but nutritionally. So even if you've eaten enough, you can be nutritionally starving and still hungry. And that's only just for the nutrients. That's why it's really important to eat healthy food filled with nutrients. So in the end, as long as you're keeping it plant-based, low-fat, mostly whole foods, ample fresh fruits and vegetables, you shouldn't have any problems. You should be able to eat as much as you want, fill yourself up with no guilt whatsoever. And even if you are binging, if it's these healthy foods, I wouldn't even really consider it binging. I would really only consider binging when you kind of fall off the wagon and you go through like a whole tin of cookies or whatever it is for you that you binge on. And then that I would really only consider binging if it was unhealthy foods. Eat plant-based, whole foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, keep it healthy, keep it carved up, and you won't have any problems with binge eating. It should be a thing of the past. Don't feel guilty about eating seconds and thirds if it's healthy food. Be excited, be like, I just ate a third bowl of this awesome, super healthy food. My body is gonna be so happy. It's getting so much nutrients out of this. If you're eating the good stuff, never feel guilty about how much you're eating. I hope that helped you out a little bit with your binge eating issues. If you have any questions or maybe other reasons why you binge eat, any stories, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. All of these bees buzzing around on this tree is seriously the most soothing sound. Probably hundreds of bees all buzzing simultaneously. It's awesome. And the smell of these crepe myrtles is just magnificent.